Alright guys, what is up? It is currently 10 o'clock, I think. We are in Midland, Texas, leaving Midland. Hopefully you guys can hear me. My main machine, which is an sa200, it took a shit on me. It took a dump on me today, and I posted on my Instagram that I was looking for any machine, an sa200, whatever. And I had a couple guys hit me up, but I found this one on Facebook Market. So I'm about to show you guys what I just purchased for 3,500 bucks off of Facebook Market. I wish I would have brought you guys with me, but for some reason, every time I buy something on Facebook Market, it's like in a rush. And yeah, I didn't bring you guys. But here it is. It's a 72, I believe, sa200 green light. She's not pretty, but for what I paid for it, running and welding, you can't really complain. And I needed it today, so I got this. Mine messed up today. I got another one today, same day. That's why it's good to have a backup machine. But so what you want to check on, what I checked was it's not leaking crazy amounts of oil. Obviously your price range is going to depend. I needed something pretty dependable. This was his backup machine, and it's obviously not all soaked at the bottom. It had a couple new parts added to it, but other than that, it welds really good. The ribs on the armature were not messed with for these. That's something you want to look at. If they're broken, it means that the rack has been messed with, and that's just something I don't really like. It's all intact. It is the octagon barrel, it's not the round barrel, but no, it came with that machete. Yeah, as I was saying, so now that I showed you guys what you want to kind of look for, make sure it's got no major leaks. It did flood when he was trying to crank it. That's why you can see that little fuel at the bottom. But yeah, just make sure it runs and welds. And once you get it, this is what I do to every single sa200 that I buy. You want to run a full can of seafoam and top it off with the best fuel. I always run 91. Always. You never really want to use that cheap fuel, because it'll just gunk up your carburetor and it'll give you problems down the line. So I just wanted to share with you guys a little purchase. About to crank it. Here, hold this. Let me put all this stuff up there. Okay. Okay. High octane fuel. It is wired for a remote as well. That's now, let me crank it for you guys. Also, after about the second fill up that you run through it, run some either Lucas or some type of lubricant fuel treatment. This is what I'm running, and I've heard a lot of good stuff about it, so let's fire it up. The buttons are on. It was kind of sitting for a while, so good old 200 for you. Let's see if mine will play. Mine didn't really take a huge dump. It was my radiator. I should probably turn it off. My radiator finally gave out. Yeah, and as you can see, I can't really change the radiator in the tub setup. So tomorrow at work, first thing in the morning, that is gonna be out. The skid is gonna have to come out to pull the machine out. This is gonna go on there. That's gonna be getting worked on. While it's out, I might do some upgrades. I already did the brushes, carburetor, and now to the radiator. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And yeah, let's go back home.